Hey guys, welcome back to Unique Beauty. My name is Maria Macabo. As you know, on this channel, we talk about little there and there just to bring you the best topic on this channel and the best advice you're looking for when you come on YouTube. So this is why this topic is all about today, guys. So as you know, this is the holiday seasons we're approaching now. So today's topic, I just want to break it down how to use your spice the right way, because on holiday seasons like this we just cook loads of food, different type of food. So you are looking for the right seasonings you can use in one go. You don't have to take one there and one there to combine. You just look for one, then it goes with everything, then the end of the day it give you the perfect taste you're looking for. So this is the topic, how to use all these raja seasonings to incorporate them in your food to give you the right finishing, the taste, everything. It just incorporates everything together, guys. If you just grab your water, your cup of tea, your coffee, and then just enjoy the video, guys. As you can see, this is all the spices we'll be using on this video today. You got the Madras curry powder. This is really good. This is mild. This goes with all kind of food, this one. Then you got the all-purpose seasonings, which is also good. And then you got the lamb seasonings and you got the beef stock seasonings. They're all good. So this curry powder mild, sometimes it's too strong. It doesn't go with all kind of food, guys. I don't use it. I just want to show you the two difference. Yeah. So guys, once you get all those spice and the fresh ones, you can just incorporate it with any kind of food. Yes, guys. You got your Maggie cube, your dry chili powder. You can also add, if you like your spicy, but if not, you can add the dry powder chili. You can leave that. Then you got your garlic, ginger, onions, leek, lavender, and the thyme. Those are all your fresh herbs as well, which I will be breaking it down how to use them on this topic, guys. So please stay tuned, and please, if you want to like this video, go ahead and like, and also comment if you have any questions for me to answer. I will be happy to do that. So once you get all the seasonings, you can add them like this. So first of all, if you want the seasonings, like if you want to try them individual like this, you can try them just to see which one you like most. So once you go ahead to do that, you can always incorporate the ones that you like. So for me, I like all these ones that I've incorporated. They go well with me. Yes. So which one you think you don't like more, you can just put a little bit. Yes. So once you get all the seasonings that you like, you mix them together like this. Yes, then you can just go and season your meat just like this. Then leave your meat to marinate, guys. I am telling you, this is the perfect. Once you get the ones that taste better for you, this is how you incorporate them. Because sometimes putting half there, you get the food salty. But with this now, you know, oh, I'm going with 2 spoons, I'm going with 3 spoons. It just works perfectly. So the end of the day, if you're joining everything together, they cooperate together with the taste and the flavor. So this is what all this video is about, guys. So please, this dry mix seasonings, you can use it to spice your chicken thigh, chicken wings, your turkey, your lamb leg, your goat meat, any kind of meat, chicken gizzard. You can use these spices to seasoning your meat. It's quite good and it tastes better. It doesn't give you no different taste. All it gives you like the proper African seasonings, I would say. So once you finish with the remaining one like this, just put it in a small bowl. You can use this for later, like when you're making your sauces. If it's not enough, you can just pinch there and there, and then you just add it to give you that finished taste. Yes, these are all the fresh ones as well. I'll be showing you later how to use. So you got all the sliced onions here, ginger, garlic, your leek. So I'm going to show you as well how to blend them. You can use any kind of blender to blend your fresh vegetable. Yes, just like so. And then depending the amount. So sometimes if you don't want to mix the seasonings while blending, you can always blend your fresh vegetable first, just like your left hand side. Once you finish blend, you go ahead and add the same seasonings like you saw me adding. Then if you're using the small blender, you can add water just to make it easy to blend quickly for you. So once you finish blend that, we're going to put that aside for later. You're going to see how I'm using it, guys. So please stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Put that like button, smash that like button, and comment. Ask me questions, guys. Yes, I want to see some interaction, guys. Come on, you're enjoying this or not? Let me know. What would you like to watch more? Let me know. So once you marinate well, then you can go ahead and put it on the cooker and leave it to steam. If you always want to grill your meat later, but you want some chicken stock water or meat stock water, this is the process you have to go, because the reason why you don't want to overcook that meat, especially the chicken. So once you finish steaming it first like this, give it 10 minutes or so to do it this way. Then you go ahead with boiling water. Just like so. Go ahead with boiling water, I repeat, because the reason why you just want that chicken stock water, which I'm going to show you what I'm using it for later. So once you add that boiling water, put the lid on and leave it to boil for 10 minutes. Then you do the same process for the meat as well. So the meat as well, do the same process. Put the water, then put the lid on and leave it to boil for 10 minutes. Or even 5 minutes, depending the size of the meat. Yes, because the reason why you don't want it to overcook, because this meat is to grill and the chicken is to grill later. All we need there is the meat stock water and the chicken stock water, just to cooperate it with the other food we'll be cooking later, which you'll be seeing. So stay tuned. So now I'm going ahead now and use that fresh vegetable with the spice that I blend earlier on. You saw me blending. So you can see how I'm using it now to make the soya meat. So as you can see, I'm putting it now. So once you add all that ground vegetable, then if you want it spicy, this is just chili I'm using. Yes, because this chili got oil, so I'm using it oil and with the chili oil. But if you want to do it like that, you don't have chili like this, you don't want it spicy, you can go with a little bit of oil. Yes, so that it doesn't go really dry when you put it in the grill later. Yes, guys. So you can just mix it very well. And then you put it in the grill. Start with 250 for 10 minutes. Once you see it's so hot, then you turn it to 150, guys. Then you just see how you want it. If you want it dry, then that's it. So now I'm going ahead now with the fresh herbs, because you don't want the spices to be strong. So this is why now you use it, just to give you that mild, mild spice and taste on your meat. This is how you use it, because this meat, you can eat it as well like this, or you cook it as well. You make stew with it. Very good. Perfect, my dear, for this holiday seasoning guide. Nothing will go wrong if you just follow to my instruction here, guys. Yes, I know we're all good at cooking, but sometimes you miss little things. Will just make all that cooking go wrong, you see. So you do the same again with the chicken wings and the chicken thigh. So that's the stock water. Take it off. And then this process, you can do it the day after. The chicken will not overcook. Just put it with the basket to drain everything. Yeah. So as you can see, this is the meat now, stock water, and the chicken stock water. You always strain it, guys, because that bit there, it makes your jollof rice soggy. So you don't want it soggy. Always strain it and get all that spice and all the meats and everything. So this is the gizzard as well. So guys, you see how it's just, this is how you'll be cooking as well, the holiday seasoning. To be honest, you go there, pot there, so if you get your seasoning right, you put them right, then that's it. All you do, you just grab there and seasoning there and do, so this is the chicken wings and the chicken thigh now I'm doing, guys. Putting the same ground mix chili I've blended earlier on before. So now I'm going to put this in the grill. Yeah. So this is the chicken wings. You can just stir fry. You use that same blend chili mix to make your chicken wings. This is the fish. You use that same seasonings again, and then you use that same blend again. You can see how everything is just cooperating. You just taste there and there. You see, so you don't put too much salt, because these seasonings, they contain salt. As you can see, I didn't use salt because everything that I've used is just cooperate well, and the salts, they're not good as well, the chemical they use with them. So it's best you just use these seasonings, and these seasonings, most of them, they're made out of fish, meat, prawns, all that. So using them in your food as well, it can be good. Knowing how to use them is perfect, even better. It makes your food just finish very well, guys. I hope you understand. So your chicken stock water as well, you can use it to cook your cabbage, to boil it with your cabbage. As you can see, that's the chicken and the meat stock water I saved earlier on. So now I'm using it for the cabbage as well. This will just make your cabbage taste nice. Cabbage, sometimes when you cook it today, the day after it tastes even better. But this way, it even tastes instantly. Yes. So if you want to add more spice, you just go ahead and add. But if it's enough, it's okay. So once it's boiled, the mixed chili blend I mixed earlier on and make the base, the stew, once it's finished, then you go ahead and add the green peas, stir, you don't cook it too long, and then you add your cabbage, then that's it. That's it, voila. You can have this with anything so far you want to eat that day for your holiday. You know how my family, my Zimbabwe people like their cabbage. This is for you. This tip is for you, my dear. This bonus is for you guys. Yes, my Zimbabwe fans out there. Yes, guys, they like eating cabbage. So I hope you like that bit there. Yes. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like if this video is adding any value to your kitchen, guys. This holiday seasonings, if this video add any value to your kitchen, don't forget to smash and put that like button, guys. Yes, this is the video for this seasoning. So as you can see, if you want to do your side stew as well, you can just use that same spice, guys. As you can see, very easy. Your kitchen will be tidy. It will not be messy everywhere that day, because everywhere that day you'll be having bowl there, pots there, this. So if you start the day after with the chicken, it's good. So all you do, you just have to be mindful with the taste so that your food don't end up with salty. Okay, so this is the fried rice. Now I've put the pan on, then with little bit of oil, then I'm going ahead now with the mixed chili and then onions, tomato. I like using the tin tomato, the plum one. It's really good because it doesn't look watery like the fresh one. So I like using the plum tin tomato. So once I add it, I go ahead at the top of that stock water because it has lots of oil. Then I can take some and add it to my stew as well. So this is the washed rice already. I've washed it, the basmati that I'll be using. Then go ahead, once your base is cooked, go ahead and add the rice and leave your rice to steam at least for 10-15 minutes, because that way it leave your rice really good. It doesn't make it look soggy. Yeah, so this is why you always stir fry your rice like this to cook your perfect jollof rice, and cover it to steam for 10-15 minutes depending the amount of rice you'll be cooking. So once it's 10-15 minutes, go ahead and stir, because you'll see that it's dry at the bottom, as you can see there. Then you go with that stock water, my dear. Try to use chicken stock water or chicken meat water to cook your fried rice, guys. The taste, as you see, I didn't put no spice after I did this because of that meat is already seasoned very well, and the chicken, so that water on its own, it's perfect. I didn't add no seasonings like this. So it depends how you seasonings your on the other side, but for me, I did it very well, and I didn't add any seasonings as I'm cooking. Until I finish, I didn't add nothing because I didn't add any other water without no salt. You see, all I add is that chicken and the meat stock water, which is very seasoning very well. So be mindful of that as well. If you're not using any other water apart of the seasoning water, don't be adding seasonings to it, unless when you add other water that it's not seasoning. So that way you can go ahead and add. Guys, that's it. I'm finished with this topic. So let me know if you enjoy it so far. If you're watching till this end, thank you very much to stay on till this end. I hope you gained something here. Yes, so my fried rice, I don't like to put tomato paste on it. Yes, I don't like it too red. Yeah, I just like it like this, the natural color. Yeah, but it's bit red. It's just the camera. Yeah. So guys, this is it. I've cooked everything. Everything is ready. Voila. Just enjoy. Everybody will be coming out and help themselves. Then you sit down, have your cup of tea. Look at that. The chicken is grilled. The fish, I only cook it with in the pan. So look for a non-stick pan and add oil. Then you just leave it with all that way I showed you how to seasoning it. It's perfect to cook your fish like this. Really good. You don't smell no fish in the house. Yes, guys, once you use the right spice, the food will not be smelling very bad in your house. It doesn't sit long because it's spiced very well, guys. So as you can see, this is the gizzard stir fry, and then the soya meat, everything. Look at that. Yeah, I hope you understand. I hope you get it. You see the rice? The rice, I like that color, not too reddish. No. This color is perfect. Just cook it like that. You don't need tomato paste. It's really good. Yeah, because all that seasoning, water and everything, guys, this is how you have it. You can eat this for 1 week, depending how many of you. For 5 of us, this is 2 days. 3 days is finished in this house. Guys, look at that cabbage. That cabbage, I enjoy that cabbage. I was eating it with bread, everything. Ooh, with the gizzard. Add the gizzard to it. I'll make that video, guys. I'll make that gizzard with cabbage. Oh my God, look at that fish. That fish was grilled very nice in that pan. All you do, clean it, season it, and then you put that blend onions, chili, and leave it, cover it. Then the prawns, I just fry it. It's a frozen prawn. Sorry, I forgot to buy the fresh one, so I just cook it separate. Look at that fish. Very nice, juicy, my dear. Oh, love, thank you. Let me leave you to enjoy the rest of the video now. Thank you, love. I love you all. Don't forget to subscribe and like. More video is coming up like this, guys.